Hi, it's Greg Vincent here and welcome to the Real Estate Marketing Breakthrough. Just a quick question. Have you ever been in a position where you've driven down the street and you've seen another agent sign go up on a property and you think to yourself, why didn't I get called into that appraisal? Well, I know exactly how you feel because it used to frustrate me no end. You see, we were a standout real estate agent in our area, and I used to drive past some of these competitors' signs and I used to think, oh, it must be one of their landlords or it must be one of their friends. So I'd come up with all these excuses as to why we didn't get called in and get that listing opportunity. And yet I got to a point where one day I drove past just one too many of these competitor signs and I thought to myself, I've got to find out why it is that people are in a position where they're going to these other agents rather than at least giving us an opportunity to present to them. And what this did was it led me on a path of discovery that I had no idea that I was going to venture down. You see, I caught up with the top real estate trainers in the country. I caught up with the top real estate agents in the country. But I also realised that this whole online space had changed our game forever. And I needed to find out what made the internet and this social media space tick. And what that did was it led me on a path where I actually caught up with some of the greatest internet marketers on the planet. And what I've learned from these guys around this whole online space is just incredible from a lead generation point of view, and such a powerful platform that you can now use to generate more leads and get you invited into a lot more of the listing presentations. And that's what this is all about, this whole real estate marketing breakthrough. So welcome to the breakthrough. Whilst I've now been in real estate for a long time, I must say that I've learned more about the shortcuts to becoming a hugely successful real estate agent in these past 18 months than I'd ever learnt in the past 20 plus years. And whilst now that I've discovered these incredibly powerful real estate marketing shortcuts, I must say that I was so tempted to go back into real estate and prove that I could dominate in an area really quickly. But instead I started adapting it to my real estate training business, and I've started teaching agents how they can make more, work less, and build the real estate career of their dreams by taking a more strategic approach to growing their profile. And whilst a number of my clients are already achieving massive success in their marketplace, I've always known that there was one thing that would immediately and radically improve the results for our clients. In other words, helping us get even more clients, even bigger successes. And that one thing is a better, an entirely different approach to getting all the strategies and tactics of real estate marketing working for you. It would be a strategic approach, taking every important tactic and stripping them down to the fewest and most essential and leverageable steps to maximize speed, minimize effort, and multiply commissions. In my mind, that approach would work for everyone in real estate if it met these three conditions. It would work whether you had an entire team at your disposal or you had to get it all done by yourself. 2, it would work regardless of whether you're a tech wizard or technically challenged like I am. And 3, it would work whether you had an unlimited budget or you were counting every penny struggling to survive. You see, for years now I've been searching for that one thing. I've asked everyone, I've looked everywhere, and no matter where I looked or who I spoke to, I could never find it. Sure, some of the internet marketers I caught up with had promised that they had it all figured out, but in the final analysis, their solutions were both incomplete and ineffective within the real estate industry. And more than a few times I thought about even giving up, that maybe what I was looking for just didn't exist. But knowing how big of a game changer it would be if I ever found it, I kept looking and I kept asking. And all that changed for me recently, because I finally found what I'd been searching for all these years. An entirely different and strategically superior approach that shortcuts a number of steps and multiplies the results. A system that can multiply the money you make and your real estate profits by 3 to 5 times while you actually spend less time, not more, to get it all done. You see, all of this came about because I wanted to discover how to use technology more effectively in our real estate business. because instead of harnessing the real power of the internet, we tried to build our business through the old school, traditional ways of doing real estate. We went to the enormous expense of opening up strategically located real estate shop fronts in the best real estate positions in town. And as we opened more and more offices, we made the same mistakes that a lot of business owners make. We spent a lot of money on websites that didn't work. We telephone prospected and door knocked for hours and hours each day. We spent thousands and thousands of dollars on letterbox drops and print media campaigns with little to no response. We hired too fast without thinking about how it would affect the bottom line, and then we started taking on too many jobs inside of our agency to try and stay ahead. And as the reality of the situation began to set in, I realised that we had to figure out a system that would allow us to scale the business by scaling myself, so that I could focus only on my highest and best activities as a real estate agent. And in my quest to find answers, I've gone to extreme lengths. In fact, I've personally visited over 2,000 real estate offices. Plus, I went searching amongst the very best real estate trainers in the country, and amongst everything that I learned, it was this one quote from Robert Bevan of Best Practice that changed my understanding of where the answers could truly be. You see, I don't know if you're aware of this, but did you know that Australian residential property sellers research their marketplace for, on average, 19 days prior to contacting an agent to conduct an appraisal? And the majority of this research is conducted via the internet. And this was a really significant light bulb moment for me. You see, I realised that I already knew most of the negotiation skills, listing presentation scripts and dialogues that I'd ever need, but my skills were being wasted if I didn't get to demonstrate them with enough real-life clients. And I thought that if I could just discover the secrets to harnessing the power of the web and social media to make me become the standout agent in our marketplace, and surely I'd be invited into more listing presentations by those clients who are currently researching agents over the internet. And if I could discover that, then I would almost immediately revolutionise my business. I got so excited about this, but then the reality started to hit me. Where do I start? I've been told by numerous real estate trainers in this information age I have to become seen as a trusted advisor. I've also heard that I need to become a purple cow, and that I need to become an attraction business. Okay, that sounds all great, but where do I start? How much time will it take? Will it work in my area? How much is it going to cost? And how do I become a purple cow without ending up looking like a goose? So I went searching, and I went along to internet marketing summits. Sure, there's a whole bunch of tactics out there, and a lot of gurus talk about what they should be doing or why they should be doing it, but all I got was a bunch of new stuff to add to my to-do list. No one was actually giving me a single system that I could implement throughout my business to help me spend less time and get the stuff done in a way that actually turned a long-term profit. Now, with every new tactic, the workload just grew and the time just disappeared. Money came in and just as quickly went back out. And then one day I had a major breakthrough. It dawned on me that most of the high achievers in any industry, not just real estate, have one thing in common. They use a more strategic and highly leveraged approach in their marketing. They use personal, targeted positioning, which automatically attracts business to them. For example, you only have to look at what John McGrath has achieved within our industry and then ask yourself this question. What would you do to compete in your marketplace if John McGrath decided to list and sell real estate in your area? Now, I'm not talking about one of the McGrath officers or one of their team members. I'm talking about John McGrath himself. So if you think about it for a moment, do you think John McGrath could get called into 50% of the market appraisals in your area? With his current positioning in the real estate industry, I believe that he definitely could. And maybe Matt Steinway, Aaron Shiner, Chris Gilmore, etc. could do it too. So firstly, let's assume that getting called into 50% of market appraisals is actually possible. You see, when I posted that hypothetical question on Facebook, how much would it be worth to you if I found an easy way to get called into 50% of market appraisals in your area? I knew that there would be some agents who might think initially that it's simply not possible. And yet I've had agents say that if I found an easy way to get called into 50% of market appraisals, then the system would be priceless. Short answer, every penny, or thousands and thousands of dollars. Whilst hopefully some of you may see that getting called into 50% of market appraisals is theoretically possible, I know that a lot of you may be saying, yeah, Greg, but it's taken John McGrath over 20 years to gain that positioning within the real estate industry. And yes, I agree, but I also know that John's only just beginning to understand the real power of social media. You see, I don't think it needs to take anywhere near as long as it used to build a strong profile in your area. And recently, I also had a similar discussion around this via an interview with Matt Steinway, where only the day before, he and Aaron China had talked about how it took them about 5 years to become a household name in their area. And as Matt and I chatted for a while, after the interview, Matt could see that becoming a household name is definitely a strategic positioning that can be achieved so much faster today, especially when it's approached the right way by harnessing the most effective, high-powered online marketing tools. For example, do you think it would have to take 5 years for John McGrath to become a household name in your marketplace? Of course not. Or closer to home, what about me? I've gone from Mr. Nobody in the real estate industry to being seen as the go-to guy in the real estate industry for social media. Do you think it'd take me 5 years to become a household name in your area, knowing what I know? No way. With what I know about strategic positioning, I estimate that it would take about 6 months maximum for me to come from being an absolutely invisible agent nobody within any marketplace to becoming the household name and one of the agents called into the majority of listing presentations, no matter what area you're currently working in. Now I know that may sound like a pretty bold statement, but now after discovering the secrets to effective online marketing, plus having previously opened up 7 offices during my real estate career, let me assure you that I would approach my whole marketing focus completely differently today, whereby every piece of my marketing would be carefully tweaked and crafted to ensure that I gain maximum leverage and effectiveness, so that it attracts the attention of potential sellers and tunes in with the psychology of what sellers are really looking for when searching for a real estate agent today. And now, since I've learned and developed the real estate marketing shortcuts that are designed strategically to accelerate the success and profile of any real estate agent, the beauty of these real estate shortcuts is they don't rely on short-term tactics or complicated systems that really only suck away your time. Everything about this system is easier to use and takes less time to generate listing leads than just about anything you're doing right now. You see, the real estate marketing breakthrough that I've developed is centered on one thing: getting you bottom line results in your marketplace. These real estate shortcuts will totally change the way you go about getting things done online and in your real estate business. Now, I'm not sure about you, but for me, freedom is the most important thing. I see and hear about so many real estate agents trying to make it out there in the current market with zero freedom. You know, really prisoners to their life and their business. And the real estate marketing breakthrough is a system about eliminating that feeling altogether and positioning you as the indisputable trusted advisor in your marketplace, so that you can take charge of your career and decide how many hours you want to work and how much income you'd like to earn. You see, I want the whole idea of door knocking or telephone prospecting from house to house, scratching around looking under rocks for the next listing, to totally vanish for you. So you're probably wondering what it is that makes this system totally different. Well, what's different about my system is it's not about ideas and theories. It's the exact steps and the exact tools you need to put into use inside your real estate career to get the key marketing strategies done, so that you can become the standout agent in your area and ultimately position yourself as the indisputable trusted advisor in your marketplace. This is about profitable real estate shortcuts. You know, the ones that give you the power to keep more of the money that the internet and technology should be helping you earn. Don't get me wrong, Learning stuff is great, but the real estate marketing breakthrough is about being laser focused and strategic about your marketing. You need a single solution that helps you know which things to concentrate on. Something that's not only telling you what to do or why you should be doing it, but exactly how you should be doing it in a way that multiplies your results with a fraction of the effort required to get it done. What if I could show you a way that could take all the things you know need to get done to generate leads in your real estate career each and every day, and instead of it taking you 3, 4, or even 6 hours to get it done, I could show you how to get it done in under an hour, and in such a way that you leverage your effectiveness and generate leads around the clock automatically. What if it were possible to go throughout your day and not even think about having to generate listings in your business, because your marketing is working for you, making you 3 or 4 times what you are already making right now? It's time to earn more money and keep more of it, so you can have the life you see inside your head, for yourself and for the people you care about. If you're not doing that right now, if you're not going to sleep every night knowing that you've done everything you could possibly do to earn the most for your real estate business and for your family, you need to change that. And that's what I'm here to show you exactly how to do. You see, Australians are obsessed by property. This is reflected in online behaviour, with 3 real estate sites in the top 50 most popular Australian websites. Aussies also love social media, and it's increasingly how people browse and search online, with over 60% of all internet users now active social media users. Now here's the thing, the main reason these stats prove that there is a huge need for a system to help you discover the real estate shortcuts is because right now real estate business owners are working much more to get much less. That's right, the majority of real estate business owners are now putting in more time and energy but seeing less return for it. And the truth is that if you're a real estate agent who is currently experiencing this, it really isn't your fault, because you've been sold on the belief that doing your continual professional development training each year will keep you ahead of what's happening. But the changes to the internet are happening faster and faster, which means that most agents are left out in the cold and out of sync with what their online customers actually want and expect from a real estate agent. And it's an enormous gaping sore in the incomes of most real estate agents attempting to generate leads online, and yet just about everyone that puts my real estate marketing breakthrough system to work in real estate will see almost an immediate growth to their bottom line while putting in fewer hours. Which brings me to one of the craziest things I've ever agreed to do. It's a challenge which includes a Greg must have gone mad money back guarantee that I let one of my internet marketing buddies talk me into. And I'll let you into some of the craziness that he got me to agree to make you a 100% believer in the power of these real estate shortcuts. But firstly, let me tell you exactly how, for a strictly limited time, you can be amongst the first agents to gain access to the real estate marketing breakthrough and lock up your postcode. You see, I've pulled together numerous effective, high-powered, real estate targeted marketing strategies and profile building tools that have been designed strictly to accelerate a real estate agent's success and automatically generate listing leads around the clock. And I'll be sharing them with a limited group of agents, strictly 1 agent per postcode, via my 2-day real estate bootcamp, where you'll learn the real estate shortcuts and the fast track to how to become the indisputable trusted advisor in your marketplace. And at the same time, jump ahead to the cutting edge of the real estate industry faster than any other system or training currently available. You see, no one else is teaching this. Here's just some of what I'll be sharing during the 2-day real estate bootcamp. You'll discover a simple way you can jump ahead of your competitors online in under 48 hours. You'll learn unique ways to build a geo-targeted following on social media sites like Twitter and Facebook. We'll also uncover 7 steps to create your personalised 9 out of 10 trustworthy digital footprint that continually works for you around the clock 168 hours per week. Plus, a cutting-edge, high-leverage real estate marketing strategy that builds indisputable trust and increases your email database simultaneously. You'll also learn the most strategic approach to building an online community of raving fans who will absolutely go out of their way to recommend you to their friends and have clients rushing to your website. You'll also gain exclusive access to a powerful real estate agent positioning platform. This is designed specifically to immediately fast-track your indisputable trusted advisor status. You'll also get the premium way to leverage authentic, innovative automation tools that will save you a minimum of 4 hours per week. Plus, I will share with you a powerful, innovative way to have a compelling, unique selling proposition in less than 15 minutes. Plus, I'll share a brand new, powerful online tool designed specifically to put your lead generation on autopilot steroids and increase your pipeline of sellers automatically. You'll also learn the inside secrets of how an Aussie agent only works 20 hours a week and averages 10 listing leads a week automatically via social media. Plus, I'll reveal lots of real estate shortcuts for achieving better results for your clients through effective property marketing tips on major portal sites like realestate.com.au, domain.com.au, realestate.co.nz for the New Zealand agents, etc. You'll also discover unique, highly targeted strategies for building your pipeline faster. On top of that, simple yet effective online conversion strategies designed to automatically convert more of your pipeline into listing presentations without all the usual time-consuming, hard slog follow-up. You'll also receive tools, tips and apps to save you time, increase your income and create maximum leverage, more freedom, ultimately living the real estate life that's inside your head. And you'll also discover a unique personal branding breakthrough that attracts today's sellers and helps you to automatically put you on the shopping list of the local sellers ahead of almost all of your competitors. As you can see, it's jam-packed full of leading-edge lead generation strategies. I'm really looking forward to helping you to find out the new real estate marketing breakthroughs that will help put automated lead generation on steroids for you at the Real Estate Bootcamp as I help you reignite and fast-track your real estate career during two of the most eye-opening days ever put together for real estate agents. And I've put this all together for you today at only $4,400. Now, if we look at that figure for a moment, I've had agents who've said to be invited into 50% of sellers in their market was worth something like an extra $500,000 a year to them. I've also had other agents who said they would be happy to go 50-50 with me on any extra business that I generated for them. In fact, after seeing the amazing response from previous attendees and just how quickly they've progressed since the Real Estate Bootcamp, plus knowing that the Real Estate Marketing Breakthrough will continually generate leads for you automatically around the clock, and add in the fact that I'm limiting the intake to strictly one agent per postcode at the event to ensure that you not only have the greatest opportunity to work closely with me, but you'll also receive exclusive access to the powerful marketing strategies that I'll be sharing without the worry of having a whole bunch of your competitors sitting in the same event getting the same marketing ideas. And to demonstrate how passionate I am about sharing the real power of the Real Estate Marketing Breakthrough with you, I'm going to make this even more affordable for those agents who decide to grab this opportunity right now before the strictly limited number of one agent per postcode seats are taken. You see, the seating is strictly limited because I'm looking to work closely with a number of agents where I can earn the right to great testimonials and case studies. So if you're willing to give me an authentic testimonial after you've completed the training, you pay just $2,950. And naturally, I understand that I would have to earn your testimonial. And knowing what I've put together for you, I'm not only going to do my best to earn that testimonial from you, but I've also decided to put my money where my mouth is. You see, I haven't worked this hard to stake my reputation on empty promises and maybes. What I'll be sharing with you works. And I believe that it will work so well that I'm prepared to offer you a guarantee like no other that's been offered in the real estate training space before. And this guarantee is so crazy that they're calling it the Greg must have gone mad money back guarantee that I let one of my internet marketing buddies talk me into, and that is this 2-day training is going to be so jam-packed full of so many new and highly effective lead generation strategies that if by lunchtime on the first day, if I haven't shown you at least one way that you can go out there into your marketplace and generate a minimum of 15 times your investment in extra commission dollars, that's a 15,000% return on your money, then you're most welcome to come up to me at the lunch break and ask for your money back. No questions asked. My only qualification to this crazy guarantee is that anyone who takes up the guarantee obviously won't be able to stay to see the rest of the real gold nuggets that I'll be sharing during the remaining day and a half of the Real Estate Bootcamp. Now, like I said, this event is strictly limited to one agent per postcode. So if you want to secure one of the strictly limited seats to the next 2-day Real Estate Bootcamp, simply click on the Locked-In-Your-Postcode button below right now to find out all the details of the next event. And whatever you do, please don't miss out on this. You see, I've already got a long list of far too many real estate agents who are really disappointed they missed out on securing their postcode. This is definitely an event that you do not want your competitors to beat you to. So make sure you act fast and secure your seat right now. And for the interstate people who may be wondering if they should just sit back and wait for us to bring the 2-day Real Estate Bootcamp to your state or even over to New Zealand, I wouldn't wait if I were you, because the price for this event will definitely be increasing in the future. You see, I know how good the content is and how amazing the lead generation tools are. Plus, seeing firsthand the incredible impact this event has had on the agents who've already attended, and the increased market share that you will also gain as a result of being part of the Real Estate Bootcamp. So I definitely take action, grab your seat right now, click on the button below, and we'll look forward to seeing you for an incredibly powerful, eye-opening 2 days at the Real Estate Bootcamp. Now, if you're still a bit unsure whether this is for you or not, I just thought I'd share a couple of final thoughts. One of my favourite quotes is from Rupert Murdoch, when he said, "It's no longer the big that beats the small. It's the fast who beats the slow." And today's fast-moving online world, the agent who leads the way in this online space will be the agent who gets called into lots more of the listing presentations. And here's some other food for thought. Every quarter that you put off harnessing the real power of the internet effectively is yet another 2,191 hours that it won't be working automatically for you. In fact, putting it off for yet another year means that it's highly probable that the internet will actually be working against you and sending listing leads to your competitors automatically around the clock for the next year, which is a really scary and very costly thought, but it's true. You see, since the advent of the internet, both our real estate industry and our lives have changed forever. And yes, you can go out there and you can strive to do your best, but will and discipline are now wildly overrated. The people who've become wildly successful in today's rapidly changing world have overcome the technology blockages. And since your customers are now doing so much research online, the agents who learn how to truly harness the power of the internet and social media are going to be miles ahead of their competition, which means that the Real Estate Bootcamp is definitely a game-changing event that you simply will not want to miss. I hope you decide to join us. If so, I look forward to catching up with you at the event. Thanks for tuning in, and congratulations to all the agents who've taken action and locked in their postcode. We'll see you at the Real Estate Bootcamp.